Hi, I'm Matt, and we're going to get into the measurement portion of this. And I'm going to measure Chuck. So Chuck, how tall are you?
6 feet.
How much do you weigh?
175.
And how old are you?
25.
And have you ever broken a collarbone?
No, not yet.
We ask that question because sometimes when you do your measurement checks with a broken collarbone, you slope a little and the checks do not work out. So now I'm going to start with the upper portion of the body in the front, and the first measurement I'm going to do is his neck. And when I measure, I always leave a finger between himself and the measuring tape. Gives a little bit of room for our eases. Is that too tight?
That's good.
16 and a quarter. I always ask them around the neck if it's too tight because some people do not like any restrictions around their neck. Now I'm going to do the upper chest measurement. And what you do with the upper chest is you measure down from where your Adam's apple hole would be, about 4 inches down, mark it with your finger, and go across their chest till you get point to point. And I have 18 inches, and the upper chest measurement should roughly be about the same as their neck. The next measurement I'm going to do is his full chest measurement. Please raise your arms above your head. And when you wrap the tape around his body, you try to get his lats a little bit, and then you have them lower their arms, and their arms at their sides will actually hold the tape in place. Measurement is 44. The next measurement I'm going to do is his waist measurement. And this is our Vanson measuring device, and you wrap it around his body at his belly button, and you try to keep it level all the way around because you will come back to this for a lot of other measurements. Are you right-handed or left?
Right-handed.
And then when you wrap the tape around his body, you follow the measuring device, elastic around, and you keep your finger between his body again, 31 inches. The next measurement is the belt line, and that runs right around the top of your pants. 35. The next measurement will be waist to neck front. And that goes from the hollow in the neck down the top of the Vanson measuring device. 15 and a half. Now we will do neck to belt line front. You start from the hollow in the neck and take it down to the top of the pant line. Now I'm doing the waist to back measurement. Can you look down at the ground for me, please? And you have them look down to find the bone that sticks out right about the t-shirt level. Look out straight, please. Once you find the bone, have them look out straight because the measurement will change. And you take that down to the top of the elastic waistband. 18 3/4. Now I'm doing neck to belt line back measurement. Please look down at the ground again for me, and you go from that same bone as you did the last measurement, look out straight, right down to the top of his pants, and make sure that you follow the contour of their body. If their body bends in really bad, you must follow that with the tape. 21 and a half. Now I'll do across the shoulder measurements. When you do across the shoulders, you find where the bone ends, not where the shoulder rolls, but where the bone ends. And carry that across the top of their shoulders. 18 and a half. Now I'm doing the sleeve measurement. Again, you go from the shoulder bone ends and you follow down the sleeve behind the elbow to the elbow point to the wrist bone. 25 1/4. Now I'm doing nape of neck to wrist. You start at the bone on the back of the neck again. Please look down, please. Look out straight. And you follow it across the top of the shoulder, down to the elbow bone, and over to the wrist bone. 34 1/4. Now we'll be doing wrist to inner elbow. 9.5. The next measurement is the bicep. Please make a muscle for me. 15.5. The next measurement is the forearm. Please pump up your forearm. 13.5. Now we would do the wrist. 7.5. Now we do outseam from waist. Make sure the elastic is level around their body, and you make sure the tape follows the contour of their leg all the way to their ankle bone. 41. Now we do waist to knee. Again, from the elastic waistband, you follow their contour and you find the center of their knee. Sometimes you have to ask them where it is, and then you just bring an imaginary line over to the tape. 24. On this one, we're going to do thigh and waist to thigh. These two measurements cross over the measuring tape hanging down, so it's easy to do at the same time. And you always going to go about 4 inches down from the crotch to the widest part of his thigh. And when you wrap the tape around his leg, you get your thigh measurement, which is 25, and you get his waist to thigh measurement, which is 13.25. Now I would do the knee measurement. And you find the center of the knee again and right around the widest part. 16.25. Now we do the calf measurement. And you find the widest part of their calf to go around. 16.5 inches. The next is the ankle measurement, and you measure just above the ankle. 11.25. We're going to do 2 measurements in one, hips and waist to hips. And you always have them put their feet together. Please put your feet together. And you go around the widest part of their hips, and you keep the tape level. And you come across their side. So he is 41.75, and his waist to hips measurement is 7.25. Now we're going to do 3 measurements in one. We're going to do the inseam, the crotch to mid-knee, and the knee to ankle. And you have to have the person stand with their legs spread apart with their pants pulled comfortably up into their crotch. We use the seams underneath in the crotch for all the measuring points. Please pull your pants comfortably in your crotch and do not let them go till I'm done. Inseam is 28.5. Crotch to mid-knee is 12. And knee to ankle is 16. Now we do waist to crotch front. With his pants still pulled up, you go from the elastic waistband underneath his crotch where all the seams line up. 14.5. Now we would do crotch to neck front. You start from the hollow in their neck again, follow the contour of their body to where all the seams meet up underneath their crotch. 30. And now we do front and back rise. You start at the elastic in the front, through their legs where the tape is a little snug, not that it's strangling them, to the back of the tape. 32. Now I'm doing waist to crotch back. From the elastic tape again, follow the contour of his body to where all the seams meet up in his crotch. 17.5. Now we do crotch to neck back. That is from the bone that sticks out in the back of the neck again to where all the seams meet in the crotch. Please look down at the ground. Look out straight. And remember to follow the contour of their body to where all the seams meet. 36.75. Now we do waist to neck front seated. You go from the hollow in the neck again to the elastic tape. 15 3/4. The next one is crotch depth. And when you have them sit on a flat surface, you just pull the tape a little snug, but not to move it, down to where he's seated. 12. This measurement is from neck to belt line bent over. Please sit in your riding position, look down at the floor, and again you go from that bone in the back of their neck, follow the contour of their body to the top of their pants. 26 1/4. Now we're doing knee circumference bent. You wrap the tape around their knee, the widest point. Now bend your knee like you're on your foot pegs. Is that as far as your foot pegs go? 18. The next measurement is waist to floor kneeling. Please kneel down with both knees on the floor. Put your knees right together and go up straight. And you go from the waistband tape all the way down to the floor. 26. Now we're going to do total torso. This is the last measurement that you need to take with his pants pulled up tight. You start from the hollow in his neck, follow the contour of his body, through his legs, up his back to the bone that protrudes out again. Please look down at the floor. Look out straight. 65 3/4. These are the ladies' measurements, and these measurements are crucial to make sure that the garment fits correctly in the chest. The first one we're going to do is just under the bust. Please lift your arms. You follow the contour of her body around to the side where you get the measurement. 31. The next measurement is the full chest measurement. Please lift your arms up. You wrap the tape around their body and catch their lats a little bit, because when they put their arms down, it will hold the tape. Please put your arms down. 40. And this is the measurement just above the bust. You go from the hollow in the neck, 4 inches down, mark your spot, and then go across to where her arms fall at her sides. 13 3/4. This measurement is the base of the bone at the back of the neck to the apex of the bust. Please look down at the ground for me, please. Look out straight. And where is your apex? 14 1/4. And this one is apex to apex. Please show me apex to apex. 7. This is waist front to waist back. You go from the elastic tape in the back across their shoulder to their apex. Please show me your apex is. 25 1/2. And now for our measurement check sheets. We recommend that you do these before you send the order into us, and that you stay within our parameters. The first measurement check that you do is your nape and neck to wrist. And we recommend that you do that when you're done doing measurement 12. You take the measurement number 10, you divide it by 2, and you take that measurement and write it down. And you add that to the measurement you get for number 11. Once you've got that calculated measurement, you add 1.5 to that calculated measurement, and you write the calculated measurement down, and that should be within an inch plus or minus of what you actually got for number 12. And then you can move on.